there's this saying, like, before you find what you love to do, anything you find doing it part-time, just do it well. Solid foundation is done once.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It feels good to be here. Thank you so much to everyone that has been on my channel, engaging, liking, posting, reposting, sharing, commenting. I do not take you guys for granted. I'm really, really grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you for journeying with us from the beginning up until now. Okay, so today we'll be doing something different from what the channel has been about. So we came up with the idea to get into the minds of drummers that have sort of like gone past a certain mark and are in positions of influence and are doing great work, and we would like to get into what their thought process is and how, just a little sneak peek of what the journey has been like for them. So, and coming up with this, we just wanted to do this to encourage younger drummers and guys that are coming up and may one way or the other feel like they are lost or may not understand where they are. So, and we have named this the Drummer'S Audacity. So guys, welcome to the Drummer'S Audacity, where we get into the mind of our legends, like I would like to call them. Starting off this edition is an amazing drummer. When I say amazing, I mean it. I mean it in every sense of the word. With me here today, I have the one and the only Adenuga Adedayo David. Drum roll. We all know him as D-Groove. D-Groove is an amazing, amazing drummer, both on the drums and off the drums. He has done great work musically and even outside the space. I've come to learn a lot from him as a friend, as a colleague, as one that has really hit a particular mark in the drum industry, and one that I really respect. So let's get a little sneak peek of who D-Groove, the King Adenuga Adedayo David is. So here's a short intro. Adenuga Adedayo David, D-Groove, is a musician, drummer, music educator, clinician, music producer, music arranger, YouTuber, and a live and studio drummer. That's a lot. Okay. He is the founder of Groove It Global, an organization with expressions such as Groove It Studio and Groove It Academy, a community that's built for drummers and musicians towards music studies. D-Groove is an experienced drummer that has worked with renowned musical artists all over the globe. And I am a witness to his experience. I'm a witness to his expertise. I'm a witness to his greatness. And man, I must say, respect, bro. Respect. It's good to have you here. Welcome.
Honestly, it's so good to be here. Thank you so much for having me in Drummer'S Audacity. It's so good to be here.
Yeah. We are so glad to have you here. To kick off, I was thinking of who do I want to start with, and your name just came to mind. I'm like, oh wow, definitely. I respect you so much, I must say. I really respect you. I've come to learn a lot from you, both when it comes to drumming in church and drumming generally, and I must really say that you're doing great work. You're doing great work on YouTube.
You're doing an amazing job too.
You're doing great. So we just wanted to get to know how it works for you up here, what you think about before playing, how it works for you generally, your thought process before you get to bring out that creativity that is inside of you. So, but before we even go there, what was the inspiration behind you picking up the drumsticks? Why did you decide to play drums? Of all instruments, why drums?
Okay, well, that's a very, fantastic subject. Let me use that word.
Okay.
Because, like, growing up, trust me, and I'm saying this, like, with all honesty, I can't really remember that this was the reason why I literally, like, picked up the drum. But I just remember that there was a particular time in my life that I just, honestly, just found myself around the drums. I'm serious. Like, there was no, like, okay, thought process of, like, oh, I think this instrument, I need to learn it. I just found myself one way or the other around the drums.
Okay.
And all I remember doing is just volunteer. I literally, like, volunteered with my home church then, which is Christ Disciples Bible Church. And that was where I literally, like, served for, like, over a decade. Like, that was where, like, served, when you go for those back-to-back services and all of those stuff. And those were, like, moments where I had the privilege to practice. I had access to the drums there. I was just doing my thing. And but later on, when I now finally decided to say, like, oh, I think I'm in love with this guy, was literally when I left, secondary school. Yeah. Maybe what you can call college. When I left secondary school. So that was when I was like, oh, I think I really have a very, like, strong passion for this thing. And why shouldn't I give it a shot? So that was when I can say that, oh, I thought about, okay, let me make this
is something
a thing.
I want to do.
It is what I would like to do for life. And that was when it really started. Yeah.
Wow.
But not too much story around it. It was straight to the point.
So the sky did not open and they came to tell you this is the
I just found my way into it. Honestly, I just found my way into it.
Okay, that's
we swim the water.
You understand? We're here today. Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's really nice. Yeah. That's really nice. So, how would you say the journey has been so far for you, like personally?
Okay, honestly,
when I say the journey, I don't mean just drums. The journey in connection with who you are. The journey playing drums in connection with who you are and where you are now.
Okay, so first thing is the identity, battle is like one thing everybody, every human on earth needs to, like, get sorted out. For me, this is me growing out of the family of 9 and 4.
Wow.
Like, in total we are about 9 children, and I'm the last of 9 and last of 4.
Crazy.
So, maybe some other time I'll get to, like, explain what that is. Or if you are somebody that grew up the way I did,
the last of 9 and last of 4. Crazy.
Like, grew up the way I did, you'll be able to, like, relate to that. So, like, I'll literally say that there was not too much attention when it comes to, like, oh, let's even look at what are the favorite things you love doing, you having quality time with your people, so to speak. So it was more like, I just had to, like, find this thing out by myself. Like, there's nobody to call, like, an uncle to call that, Ross, I won't do this, I won't do that. So just like, okay, I just had to, like, find my way around it. And like I said earlier on, I found my way around the drums, right? Then I was like, oh, let me give this thing like, let me make this thing real. Then from there, I decided to enroll at the Peter King College of Music. And mind you, before then, I already learned how to barb. I learned barbing. I don't say that's all, I learned barbing for, like, 2 years. Because I was unsure of what the journey was there. So this means just trying to say that sometimes you might not necessarily, like, have clarity of what the future is. But instead of, like, there's this saying, like, before you find what you love to do, anything you find doing part-time, like, just do it well. So at that time I was learning barbing. I was, like, almost 2 years. I was even almost done. Then I was not, like, then the thought just came to me, why don't I, go to a music school? And that was when I actually applied to the Peter King College of Music. Then I did 2 years program at the Peter King College of Music. After I was done with the Peter King College of Music, then the whole music thing just went off for me. Like, a lot of opportunities literally, like, started, like, showing up and all. And from there, I've been privileged to, like, work with a lot of people. But just to put this into, like, one thought, honestly, the journey has not been, all rosy. There were days whereby I started to, like, question myself, like, is this really a thing? Like, is this really going to, like, be what is going to sustain me forever? But one thing that I have literally found out is the more time you spend into it, would really make you better. And when you are better at something, definitely kings will come, searching for you, and they will be willing to pay for whatever skill and services that you have at hand. So,
wow. Thank you so much for that. Whatever your hand finds to do, do it well. I picked that from that statement. Okay, so now let's move it a bit to the drums.
All right.
Okay, so most of the times when drummers meet, all they just want to do is play. Like pick up the drumsticks, play, think of whatever sick lick, if I put it that way, whatever sick lick, whatever sick rudiment, whatever sick chops that they just want to do and throw around the drums and wow everybody. But when I sat back and I started thinking, I was thinking before those licks can come out, there is an idea or there's a thought, or let's go a little bit deeper. There's a spirit behind those things. So for you, what's your thought process when it comes to, I know when people meet and they see a drum video, all they just want to see is people playing drums. But now let's take it out of that now. So before you play, or while you play, or before you think of ideas, what comes to your mind before you play? Either before you play music, before you play drums, or if you go to a concert now and you haven't heard the music before, and they say, okay, here's the drumsticks, play. What comes to your mind when you are thinking of that? What's the thought process like?
All right, so I would like to break this into two sessions, and the reason why I want to break this into two sessions is because of maybe some other people that are still trying to find their way around it. So you get to like understand the foundational parts, and for some people that are in the intermediate or advanced level, you get to like understand the more technical part. So for me, I would first say that the foundation is like everything. I mean, foundation basically, when you're building a house, right? If you build the foundation like well enough, right?
Yeah.
You don't literally have to go keep building the foundation, rebuilding the foundation. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You build the foundation, then you put whatever building you want to put on that foundation, you just put it in. So foundation is done once. Solid foundation is done once.
Solid foundation is
done once, right? Then when you build the building, you will see over the years, annually, or maybe like whatever duration you like to like change the colors of the building, you can always revamp what your building looks like.
Yeah.
But the foundation, if you build it well, when you were building the house, like you just build it once.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I would say that one, thought process or not thought process, what you need to first trash out is build a solid foundation for yourself. Now, most people talk about, then I'm going to the technical part, you know, do I really think if I want to make a robe, I want to do an outro, if I want to like, you know, I just want to do something like fancy around the drum. Am I really thinking about it? Literally, I would say no, and I would say yes, because it is just like out of the belly. Out of the belly shall flow rivers of living water. So the thing is, it is what you have on your inside that literally comes out. I mean, it's what you have on your inside that literally comes out. So that's why I would say that when you spend enough time like building solid foundation, I mean, when you get on whatever gig it is some of those things that you practice, that you spend time practicing, that gets to you. Funny how, if you have something new to like play, if you get an inspiration, if you've not practiced the technical parts of those ideas, for example, you want to play takara, 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 ta, that is paradiddle, like if you've not spent time to practice paradiddle, the idea is coming to your head, but your brain can play it, your mind is playing it already. Do you understand what I'm saying? But your hands and your leg cannot play it because you've not dedicated that time to practicing the technical parts. So now, like I was saying earlier on, do I literally think about it while playing? No. But my mind just thinks of, oh, we're going to this verse, we're going to this chorus, we need to get to this outro. Oh, okay, let me play. Sometimes I can be intentional, like, oh, this is what I want to play. But because I've been able to stop enough in my storage or in my bank, so to speak, it will literally come out. And there's sometimes, now this is the third part, that sometimes I do something new on the spot. But what gives me the ability to do that is because I've spent enough time building a solid foundation. I've spent time building coordination exercises, and this is my advice to drummers, honestly, please. Spend enough time. Do 4 limbs coordinations, 2 on 4, like whatever thing you would like to do, just make sure that your limbs are all coordinated. Even when you get something new to work on, just get to think, okay, what did this drummer do? You analyze it and you give it a shot. So that was it.
Wow, that's amazing. Even you just went ahead of me now, because I was about, the next question I was going to ask was, if you were to tell a beginner drummer or someone that maybe you go for a concert and someone just meets you on the spot and is like, please, I like the way you play, What's your advice? What do you think I should work on that will make me sound great?
Okay, honestly, for me, this is what I do to all my students that has passed through Groovy Global, Groovy Academy. The first thing is, you sound so good, we will tell you, send in some of your videos. You just want to grade you, like rate yourself 1 to 10, you rate yourself, oh, cool stuff, nice, you sound so good. But I think you should start the foundational class. Not because you're not sounding good, but just because, you know, at those process of you trying to build, there might have been some oversight. There might have been some oversight. So I'm like, oh, your right hand is good, but your left hand is not balanced. You know, that's like one issue somewhere. That means your left hand cannot literally do what this right hand can do conveniently. So you need to at least try to make them at par. Even though not like 100 to your right hand, but at least a 95% to your right hand. So we literally like take them back. So if I'm to advise somebody who's starting out in the drum industry, I'll just say build the foundation. Don't be in a hurry. See, set up a 2-year plan. First 6 months, foundation, coordination, that's what I want to play. 1, 2, 3. Like you're not literally rolling.
Yeah.
So, it was the same groove I was playing. That what I played first was an exercise. Later now, I'm now an advanced drummer.
Yeah.
I can literally turn that into something silly. Do you understand?
Grooves.
So what I'm just saying is build, and don't be scared to practice on a very slow pace. Literally, don't jump that metronome. Don't run to 100 BPM. Don't run to like 200. Can you please start from like 70, then take it down to like 35? I mean, instead of going upward, take it down.
I was thinking 60.
60 downwards.
Sorry,
I mean,
I'm not wicked.
yeah,
sorry.
like 70 or 60 downwards. Instead of taking it from 100 or 90, everybody just start from 70. You don't take it like 120. No, do it the reverse way. Don't be scared to document your process. Don't be scared to document your process. I mean, for so many people, they'll be like, I think I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
See, there will always be somebody better than you. There will always be somebody that you guys are at par. There will always be somebody that is looking up to you.
Definitely.
So don't think you are the
Almighty.
You are the almighty, or you are not even anywhere close to being good. I mean, put yourself out there. Somebody's watching. Somebody somewhere is watching. And before you know it, who knows? You might be the next Cameron Rogers. You might be the next Chris Coleman. And initially, I'm mentioning like my role model. So,
right.
Anika Niles. And if you guys don't even know Anika Niles, check her out.
Check out Anika Niles, please.
Yeah, please.
Check out
it's going to help you a lot.
Niles.
You know, those people will like literally like give you a lot of foundational stuff. So yeah, that's my advice.
Wow, thank you so much, The Groove. This is
Thank God.
it's been so, although it's short, but it had a lot of insights. I'm so grateful. Thank you for being here. Like he said, don't be scared to use the metronome at a slow tempo. Please don't be scared, because whatever you can do slow, no matter how fast anything is, the easiest way to get what is fast is to start slow. Start slow, and then you build up from there. I hope you guys are able to get some great insights from this video. Please subscribe to Adenuga Adedayo
Subscribe
David.
to Drummer'S Audacity. Subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe.
Subscribe to Adenuga Adedayo David's YouTube channel. If you want to learn as a drummer, he's doing amazing work on that channel. Please go there and get soaked with all the foundational classes that you need. Put on your notification bell so that you're the first to know when the next video drops. Subscribe, like, comment, share, and just be amazing.